Welcome, Tiny Hands Big Dreams, here in our off-grid homestead. I want to talk about our little REOLINK camera. So we got this really as just a test review. We did a full video on it, but it's really become a super useful, helpful thing around the homestead here. This is me sticking it out on the driveway as a driveway cam. That's it. That's all it takes. So I'm really kind of amazed. Now, we used this to film the birth of our goats. We just stuck it off to the side. It does everything for us, and that was part of another video. And I just kind of wanted to touch on it again because there's things that I was sort of surprised about. One, it does tracking, and it does really good tracking. And it's all automatic. It says it has a little AI in it. It might. But besides that, I have no false alerts. I've set my sensitivities to like 100%. I've set, the little detection boxes in the software down to like the tiniest things. And then I look at when it records videos. Sometimes it'll go days if nothing happened. There's no recordings of moths or rain or trees. It's actually pretty smart. This is me doing my best Pink Panther bad guy impersonation. Try not to laugh at it. But we stick this thing all over the place, and that's sort of the fun thing about it. Because it's battery powered, you just stick it somewhere. So that's the whole camera. Everything's included. It's all in one box. I've got a strap to a pole. And sometimes we stick it up here to see what animal's tormenting the dog at night, or if we're going out for the day, we'll stick it up there. And there's no more to it. There's no wires. Everything's contained, including the power. Now, the battery is good for weeks or months under normal circumstances. There's some functions that use a ton more battery life. There's continuous recording. There's pre-recording, which is sort of like continuous recording, but if nothing happens, then it keeps continually throwing away the file. But that gets you like 8 seconds before it senses something. If you use that mode, it'll keep the little light on at night. It'll just record everything. It's kind of neat. Uses up more battery. So, I definitely recommend a little optional solar panel. We got it with it. It's just a little thing. It's actually pretty quality built little solar panel. Kind of impressed by it. I'm just using one of our goat stakes. These are the things we use to just stick the goats out in the yard. It's what was handy. Has a standard USB-C connector, so I just take the solar panel and I plug it into the camera, and now the camera basically continues to recharge wherever it's at. So here, we're putting it to watch the little goats. Now, at first, when the goats were pregnant, it was really nice to not hoof it up to the goat shelters in the rain to see how they're doing in pregnancy. Are they about to give birth? And on back goat, there was a bit of a complication. It was really good that we knew she was going into labor because there was a weird stuck hoof thing and we had to help. This little camera has done that for us. Really has saved us a ton of stress and work and things. We're like, oh, well, how's the blank? I don't know, just check the camera. Works on my phone, works on the iPad, works on the computer. We will say that the Android app seems to be pretty slick. The iOS one does pretty good too. The laptop one is our least favorite. Yeah, that's what it is. So there's little goats. And we can move the camera around, we can talk to them, although that sort of just freaks them out. But this is what we use it for, and it can see nearly in the dark. That's another thing about it. Basically, when I can't see, the camera still says it's working great. Here's where we got the little possum guy. Or not possum, armadillo. So there you go. I highly recommend it. We have them for sale in our affiliate link. If you need something like this, check it out.